pleasant day to everyone. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Julian Jerry Tumban, and I will be your instructor for today.
For our today's discussion, we will talk about vertical gardening. The objectives. At the end of the lesson, students must be able to define vertical gardening, appreciate the benefits of vertical gardening through writing a reflection paper, and create one type of vertical gardening at home. Before we proceed, let's discuss what is gardening. Gardening is a collection of plants furnished with unique accessories. Gardens infuse outdoor spaces and practically alongside beauty and relaxation. And now let's move forward with our main topic, which is a type of gardening called vertical gardening. Let's define vertical gardening. Vertical gardening is the practice of growing crops in vertically stacked layers. It often incorporates controlled environment agriculture, which aims to optimize plant growth and soil-less farming techniques such as hydroponics, aquaponics, and aeroponics. The history of vertical gardening. The history of vertical gardens go back to ancient Egypt up to 3,000 years before our count. Naturally, at that time, they appreciated privacy and protection from the hot sun, which they achieved through stone walls and garden huts, supported by columns and overgrown with figs, pomegranates, oregano, vines, weeds, acacias, ivy, blueberries, daffodils, roses, iris, laurel, and other plants. Here's the 4 basic steps in installing a vertical garden. The very first step is to choose a wall. Next is to build the frame, then placing the containers, and lastly, assembling the drip irrigation system. Now, let's proceed with a selection of plants for vertical garden. In a vertical garden, a wide range of plants can be placed. Some are edible, some for beautifying purposes, while some are for both. Vertical gardens are a green solution to urban gardening problems within a limited space. Ornamental plants not only add to the aesthetic sense of the place, but also help in making the space eco-friendly. We can place some herb plants like oregano, basil, sage, and thyme. We can also use ornamental plants such as violets, sword fern, money plant, and philodendron. And we can also add some edible plants such as chives, cherry tomatoes, spinach, and lettuce. And now let's discuss about the types of vertical gardening. We have the trellis type, in garden pots, gutter garden, and PVC pipes. We also have pre-packaged vertical garden, in pockets, and we have hanging vertical garden. The benefits of vertical gardening. It can add some visual drama to the area. It is used for decorative purposes, and it creates aesthetic sense to the place where it is installed. Vertical gardening is also a very flexible type of gardening. And it is actually a great way to conserve water. Watering is not going to take as much effort as with other forms of gardening. Vertical gardening is also highly advantageous in terms of accessibility, and it also enhances sound absorption and indoor air quality. And that would be all for the vertical gardening. Thank you.